and welcome to All Creator Tools. I am your host Colsey, and today we're going to be taking a look at Aitum Vertical. Now, vertical streaming has become much more of a thing since the creation of things like TikTok, things like YouTube Shorts, and now even Twitch is going to enable you to do vertical streaming. So it's important to be able to have a system where you're able to do both your normal horizontal streaming and your vertical streaming. And thankfully, Aitum is a tool that can do that. So if you go onto the Aitum website, there will be a link in the description. You can go over to their products and to vertical. You can see it's for OBS Studio 30 Plus. Long are the days of manually editing clips. The Aitum Vertical plugin makes it simple to create vertical layouts for your existing OBS setup to record or go live at the click of a button. So not only does this enable you to then stream vertically, but it also enables you to create easy vertical clips that mean that you don't have to go back and edit your stream or your content to create these. You can do these as you go, meaning that you can share your content to other places like TikTok, like YouTube Shorts, and help grow your audience. It's always great to spread your content from just being a stream on Twitch or wherever you're streaming to then sharing it in other places, and sharing it as a vertical format is a very, very useful thing to do to grow that audience. It's very simple to do. You can click to download Aitum Vertical. It will then load this up and allow you to download it. Really easy. Just an exe file, very simple to set up like anything you would install. The best way for me to show you how this works is to show you me using it, me setting it up on OBS. Now, I've set this up for my stream, but I haven't set this up on the scene that I'm currently using, which is for recording. So you can see here, if I drag this over, this is my setup for recording. I've got my webcam on one side and I'm recording this monitor on the other side. So you can see. Now, you'll see that this is where you have all your sources and your scenes and your audio mixer and everything. Now, the way that vertical works, it kind of adds another layer of this. So if you go into docs up here, it will then add all of these vertical options here. Now, we want to enable all of these. You'll see them popping up on the screen now, and we're going to keep them separated from everything else. This is your feed effectively. So we'll group these together. We'll put these nicely and lay them out nicely. So we have the scenes and we have the sources. This will use the same audio that your stream is using. So it will have exactly the same stuff that is on your audio mixer. It will come through exactly the same. That's the idea. Now, what we can do here is you'll see here that currently we have an absolutely blank vertical stream. We have to add scenes and sources much like you would do in OBS. So, for example, we want to add a source that is, say, my lovely face, which is a video capture device, and we use a video capture device. So you can use the same sources that you're using in your standard horizontal stream over in your vertical. So we would put that over here like this, and you put it to the right shape, put it to the right size that you want it, lay it out where you want it, do all that stuff. Now, obviously, we can add images. If you want to add an image, we can add a new image because I didn't have any. We can go and select an image from our PC. So we'll go and grab just a silly picture of me. There we go. Put that little there. Basically, anything you can do with OBS, normally you can do with vertical. It will just give you a vertical format that you're able to do. That's how you set up your scenes, do all that. It's exactly the same stuff, and like it makes it really easy when you've got all your stream, you know, you've got your stream elements like your background and your camera and your game feed, all that stuff. It'll be really easy to add it over. For example, we don't have a game feed currently because I'm not playing a game, but if I wanted to add my monitor, my window, my screen that I'm looking at here, we'll go display capture and we can add my display here, and then again you can resize it, move it around, put it where you want it, whatever you want to do, make it look nice. We can do all that stuff here just the same as you would in standard OBS. You'll see that it has transitions here. So it does have transitions, which I have a couple of custom ones, my color swipe and my logo transition. Now you can mess around with those, play with those and set those up individually if you want. I think it's fairly nice just to keep it simple, keep it matching with my other stuff. So you'll see here that this is my color swipe and it works quite well. Now my logo transition doesn't work quite as well just because it's not made for vertical in mind. So you'll see here that it's just very stretched, doesn't really work great, but you can stick to the cuts and the fades that are built into OBS if you want. But luckily my color swipe transition kind of works quite nicely stretched like that. So that works pretty good. That's how you do all that. And again, the same way you can have them different for different scenes, you can select and make them different in here with the transition override stuff. And again, you can duplicate, do all the same stuff that you would do normally on your main horizontal canvas. What we can also do, which is very useful, which I found when I first used this on my stream. Now, I'm not using it on my stream currently, but what you want to do is if you go over to here, sorry, that's just changed scene again, link scenes. So I only have one scene currently on my recording setup. On your streaming setup, you'll probably have like multiple different scenes, one for like face cam, one for game, one for be right back, one for starting, all that stuff. Now, what you want to do is you want to link them to the same scene in your standard horizontal. That means that when you switch scenes, it will switch scenes on the vertical format as well, which is very handy. It means everything just works well together. If you change from your game to your face, it will do that for the vertical as well. So make sure you link your scenes together so that the same scenes are linked together if you're doing it like that. Other settings that we want to mess around with. Now, clearly we want to go into settings, and here are all your settings to do with vertical. Now, you have, again, your resolution, which you can fudge around with, play around with, whatever you want to do. Do you want to just do 720? Do you want to do 1080p? Again, that is up to you to play around with. It also has a thing called Backtrack. So Backtrack enables you to then click and record the last however many seconds you have here. Now, I don't know how this performs on everybody's PC when I try to use it with also streaming and recording at the same time. It maybe took a lot of my PC power. Play around with it, see how it goes for you. It's a cool option to have, and definitely in the case of creating clips from your stream, it's great to have. If you're not streaming vertical at the same time, but you just want to have your vertical set up at the same time so that you're able to just go, oh, that was a fun clip, that was a good clip, I think that'd be good on social media, then you can go and you can click the backtrack and you can record it. So you can have that enabled here. Runs while streaming / recording. In terms of streaming, again, you can add where you want to stream to. So you can add and say, you want to stream to TikTok or whatever. Then you add your server and your key, just the same way you do with Twitch or you do with YouTube here. So that is exactly what you do. You can set your video bitrate and all that stuff. You can set hotkeys for starting stream. You can change your OBS settings for streaming and all that stuff here. That kind of thing is going to be based on your internet speeds, your PC, how well your PC can run multiple streams and all that stuff. So that is something that you'll need to play around with a little bit yourself to kind of get nailed in, dialed in. Recording wise, again, we can set the recording path here. Again, you can set hotkeys and all that stuff to record. So if you just wanted to do a recording that was fully vertical, again, you set that all up here. And in terms of help, you have guides and stuff over on Aitum and vertical guides and stuff and all that good things. So it's actually very, very easy to set up. It's very easy to get going. And then you have the control buttons here. So we have this one, which you can use your virtual camera. So you can click this. So you can then use this as a vertical camera. If you wanted to use a video call software or something, you can use your entire vertical layout as a camera, same way you can do in standard like horizontal OBS. Now this is the Backtrack clip vertical. So again, like I said, this will record the last however many seconds you set. So if you wanted to set this to 30 seconds, so you've got plenty of time to grab those clips, which you can then share on other social media like TikTok and YouTube Shorts. I cannot begin to describe how useful that will be to your growth, being able to share your clips elsewhere, and how much time something like this saves. If you are streaming, you then can set this up to then just be able to click and record those clips, edit them down a little bit if you need to, and then share them. And it will be a massive help to your growth. Backtrack on, again, this is turning backtrack on or off. And then you have a record button and a stream button here. Now you can set this up so when you stream, when you start streaming, it will automatically start the vertical stream as well. If you're doing this to YouTube, you can actually get yourself 2 individual keys. If you're streaming to YouTube both horizontally and vertically, you will need 2 different stream keys to be able to do that. And again, if you're using TikTok or Twitch, they will have their own sort of vertical input area that you need to put in. Make sure you get that right server and server key to stream vertical to the correct vertical place. This is super easy to set up. If you've set up OBS and you're using OBS to stream, then this will work exactly the same way. You'll already know how to use all your sources and your scenes and set all that stuff up. If you want to use your browser sources and all that, you can do that. Anything you've already used, any browser source you already have or anything is already in here. Any image you already have will be down here. Color source, just everything is here that you've already got on OBS. in your streaming setup. And if you want to add new stuff, it's easy to do that. A very, very easy, quick tutorial on how to set up and use Aitum. Like I said, Twitch is going to be rolling out vertical streaming, so that's going to be super useful there. It's always good to be able to offer both different options depending on how somebody's watching your stream. Might enjoy it more on a vertical format. But if you're looking to spread your content further, if you want to stream on Twitch horizontally, but you want to also stream to TikTok to try and gain some audience there, maybe bring them over to Twitch, it's an option, it's available, and it's really, really easy to set up. So I hope you have found this video useful. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you have enjoyed this video, found it useful. It really does help us out massively here at All Creator Tools. And don't forget to go and sign up for our newsletter so you can get even more tools, tips, tricks, and all that good stuff there. Thank you very much for watching, and remember to always have fun creating.